Is it recording?
No, it's not.
Okay. There they are again. Shots fired. I hear 2 rounds and the pop of shells ricocheting off the ground. I just hope no one is seriously injured this time. This was my life for 3 years. Moving with my mom and her abusive boyfriend when I was only 3 years old was the worst option for me. We lived off of Colfax, the Bronx of New York, the Detroit of Michigan, the Florida city of Florida. This isn't a place for a 3-year-old to live their innocent life. There are the gunshots again. My fears pressing in my heart, trash cans falling over in the midst of night, trembled hands, cop sirens, sweat beads falling off my temple, crack whores smoking on worn-out chairs, wary eyes, gangsters exchanging drugs, rapid feet. There are the gunshots again. The first night that I moved in with my mom, 3 men were pronounced dead in the neighborhood next to mine. One night, someone shot out my window in the middle of the night. I woke up with shards of glass in my bed and a throbbing heart full of fear. My mom's car got stolen. For about 2 weeks, we had to walk everywhere. My mom's boyfriend's check got stolen. One New Year's Eve, this man got in a fight with his girlfriend and pushed her off the balcony on the 4th floor. She died instantly that night. That building was right across the street from us. I could hear my mom and her boyfriend fighting in their other room until it turned into a hitting match. I feared for my life. I remember all the terror of my life because it's glued to the back of my mind for eternity. Does my mom really think that this was a safe place for a 3-year-old girl to live? Putting a baby into war crime. That was me. I was in a crime of war, fighting for my life everywhere I turned. How would I know what was going to jump out at me when I walked in the alleyways towards my mom's car in the dead of night? How was I supposed to know what I was going to see in that hellhole of a home? How would I know what I was going to run into with gangsters and prostitutes surrounding this town? I lived on landmines. One wrong step, and I could be gone. 3 years. 3 years I walked down the streets of hell. It did get easier for me, though. I learned to ignore the sounds, but I still watched my surroundings. The gunshots weren't as frightening because I knew sirens were going to follow after it. I learned to ignore the people around me and just to keep my head up and straight. Nothing happened to me, so you could say that I feared for no reason. But that's not true. I lived in the fear of death. As all things, you get used to it. Death isn't fearful for me anymore. And sorry if you're not religious, but God walked me through the gates of hell. God helped me get through the rough patches of my life, and He still does. I believe He's the reason why I'm still here and not in a casket. Not everyone can come out of a tough situation, but I am proud to say that I have walked through the tough times, and it took nothing away from me. It gave me something. It gave me resilience. I believe that every punishing and crucial part of my life gave me the strength to come back harder. As my life carries on, more virtue has been brought to me. My mom's boyfriend went to jail for running a red light and never paying his bills. It gave my mom a new chance to start her life again. We moved out of the ghetto into a safe neighborhood and away from abusive boyfriends. It has made me work harder at my life because I know that the life that I was in is a life that no one should ever have. I didn't want to experience it again. I don't want my children fearing their lives when they're 4 or 5. It has taught me to keep fighting. A lot of obstacles have knocked me over, but these obstacles are your best friends. They teach you to jump higher. The hard obstacles in life are the ones that make me smile because I know I have beaten them. So when the easy ones come, all you have to do is brush off your shoulders. How will you ever know what the easy obstacles are if you've never experienced the hard ones? The reason why I'm still here is because of my resilience and not letting the obstacles beat me. I have worked hard to get me where I am now, and I am not giving up. I believe that my hard-headed self has gotten me through hard times, and now my dream is coming true.